So if you're thinking about picking a hobby to help you meet women, basically you shouldn't do that. It's really an inefficient way. You're going to put in a lot of time and you're not really likely going to get any numbers from it. We will get into the best hobbies to do it, but you should have a genuine interest in them. Um, have it be something that you would be happy doing even if you didn't get any numbers from it. That's basically it. Um, Now, if there are hobbies that are going to be better, any hobby that is a consistent group of people. So, you know, we'll get into more, but like a yoga class or a sports team, something like that. Because I mean, if you're generally okay with moving really quickly, if you're at like a class of some sort that you're taking, and just there's a girl there, you like her, but you're not going to see her in the following week. Not every guy can move that quickly from just introducing yourself to getting the number and whatever. But something that you can do, whether it's a persistent group or not, is ask for her number for the sake of something related to the hobby. So you're like, oh, we should, if you want to come next week with me or something, or if you want to check out this class or, this or that, there's generally a bit of a crutch there that you can lean on a bit, even though, you're getting her number for the sake of joining a hobby, but obviously there's another intention there. So the first one that you could do is like wine tasting. This one's a little bit better to go with some other people because, I mean, it's kind of weird if you go by yourself to a wine tasting, you'll just look like an alcoholic for the most part. But if you have some buddies or something, that could be fun. It really depends on your age because there's going to be a little bit of an older crowd. But it depends on, for the most part, every winery I've been to, it was the older crowd. It depends on your age. Yoga's a great one. You're kind of all sweaty and stuff, and so are they, so they're not really going to want to talk to you, but it is a persistent group, and they are generally going to be dominated, by women there for the most part. Every yoga class, I might have been one of like two guys, and, I didn't, again, you should go to yoga because it's great and not to meet women, but you can, just say hi to them once in a while when they come in, or to several of them, just be friendly. Whether it's yoga or whatever it is, if it's a persistent group, something that you can do is end up mentioning to like carpool together or something like that. Again, having an excuse to lean on to get their number and to talk to them. Don't just, do it for one person. You can do it for a group of them. Maybe you can expand a new social circle, a new tight-knit group that you do for other things. And even if you don't actually progress things with one of them, maybe they're friends or something, they can introduce you to. So just, it's any opportunity to expand your social circle is generally going to be a good idea, because there's some opportunities that you might not really see directly in front of you otherwise. Running, cycling club, that kind of thing. Again, team sports is okay. A book club, maybe. I've never been to a book club. I assume it's a little bit more women, and it's cool because you could more be outspoken. You're not like in a yoga class where you're not really talking the whole time, and so that could work. Maybe a cooking class or something like that. There's some like clubs and stuff. Maybe if you're into tabletop games or board games or something like that. I'm assuming maybe that's probably a male dominated thing, but if you're into that, great. And then maybe if you're doing it week in and week out, there's eventually going to be some people that you meet, and there's going to be different opportunities to go from there. And yeah, so don't if there is women, whatever it is, don't, try to impress. And I know a lot of these are like things you go out and do, but even like a guitar, I think most people would assume with like, oh, you can play a guitar, you must get laid or whatever. But it's like, that's not the truth. I mean, I've been to a fair bit of parties, and maybe one or two guys have actually busted out the guitar. And they didn't lead to anything. At least I doubt it did. I mean, that's really not going to like seduce somebody because you can play the guitar. It's like, okay, you might get some attention on you, and that's kind of cool. But I mean, think about like the hours that you're going to do to invest into that skill. And again, if it's for the sake of meeting women, it's really not going to be worth it, because I mean, just going out and cold approaching, going, getting some good picks and using online dating or anything like that is going to be way better use of your time. But yeah, that's largely it. I kind of broke this down a little bit more in an article, which I will pin in the comments. And that's about it. If I missed any, let me know. Or if you had success getting laid from a hobby, let me know. Peace.